Hello friends, welcome to the session of Quality Hub India. Myself Aryan Vishwakarma, and in this session we are going to learn about two key terminologies used in quality management system in any kind of industry. Those are repair and rework. I've personally seen many of the professionals in the industries while implementing quality management system in a routine day-to-day life also, they get confused between these two terminologies and they feel like both are the same, but it's not the same thing. There are key differences. In fact, the latest quality management system pertaining to automotive industry, IATA 16949, has two critical clauses pertaining to repair and rework. So what are the differences between these two terminologies? We are going to understand with examples in this module. Before starting the program, let me request all the new viewers who are new to our channel, kindly get subscribed to the channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the bell icon also. Do visit our website www.qualityhubindia.com to check our online offerings on various training cum certification program. We offer all these programs through online portal. The charges are very nominal. You can learn all these things at the convenience of your home. You can study at home and get certified from your home. You can download Quality Hub India's app from Google Play Store and you can purchase the courses from there also. So let's start the program. So friends, while talking about quality management system pertaining to automotive industry, we know that the latest quality management system standard pertaining to automotive industry is now IATA 16949, which has replaced the earlier version of ISO TS 16949. So IATA 16949, the latest version is 2016 version, and in this standard there are two clauses. Clause number 8.7.1.4, which talks about control of rework product, and clause number 8.7.1.5, that is the subsequent clause to this clause 1.4, 1.5, talks about control of repaired product. So there are two clauses, control of rework product and control of repair product, which talks about how to control this product, because while manufacturing we generally have some non-conforming product which are not conforming to the specification given in the drawing. So how to control these products? These are the key aspects for any organization, because most of the customers, they want to avoid getting any non-conforming material, and they want that the supplier must be controlling all these things appropriately, so that only okay materials received by the customers and the chances of getting defective parts are avoided. So if you talk about clause 8.7.1.4, which talks about control of rework product, it says that the organization shall utilize risk analysis process like FMEA, which is failure modes and effect analysis methodologies to assess risk in the rework process prior to a decision to rework the product. That means it is a shall requirement. That means it's a mandatory requirement, and it is giving one suggestion. So you may use FMEA or some similar processes so that you can identify the potential failure modes pertaining to rework process. So while manufacturing, if there are any defects occurring, you are doing a rework process. So what could go wrong in rework process? Those failure modes should be identified through one of the methodology like FMEA or some alternate methodology. So this is a clause pertaining to control of rework product. The similar way in clause 8.7.5.1.5, it is talking about control of repaired product. The contents are the same. Here it is talking about reworked and it is talking about repair over here. So not much differences, only there are two exclusive requirements. So one thing is very much clear with these two clauses, that both rework and repair are not the same thing. Both are different things. That's why there are two different clauses. Okay. So in both the clauses we need to use FMEA as one of the methodology, or we can use some similar methodology to avoid supply of any defective material to customers. Now let's proceed further and understand the difference between rework and repair. So let's first understand what is rework, and for that let's take the definition. So we have taken the definition of rework from ISO 9000:2015, which is fundamentals and vocabulary. That means all the relevant terminologies or words which are being typically used in quality management system. So all the fundamentals and vocabulary, those are given in ISO 9000:2015. So this definition of rework is also being taken from there. So it says that action on a non-conforming product or service to make it conform to the requirement. So rework is a process wherein we are taking some action on either product or services So one thing is clear, it can be used for product or it can be used for services also. It applies to both the processes or both the industries. So we do this activity of rework to make a non-conforming material to conform to the requirements to the specification. So specification could be from the customer side, it could be from the organization's own requirement, and further note is given. Rework can affect or change part of the non-conforming product or service. So while doing a rework, the part and or the services, it could be affected. One more thing we need to understand that while doing rework, the actual process which is being used in manufacturing of the product, that can be used, or you can use some alternative process also. For an example, you are doing a stamping process, and in stamping process there are some specified activities. So you might be using those specified activities. Generally those specified activities are given in process flow diagram. So you may be using that specified activities of process flow diagram, or you may be using some alternate mechanism. So rework can use the same process or can use alternate process, and those processes are basically used to make the non-conforming material to conform to the specification. Now let's proceed further and understand the definition of repair. So what we are going to do, we are going to first understand the definition, then we will be taking some example to further clarify our understanding on both the terminologies, repair and rework. So if we talk about repair, the definition given in ISO 9000:2015 is action on a non-conforming product or services to make it acceptable for the intended use. So you can see the difference here. It is acceptable for the intended use. That means it may not be acceptable or it may not be meeting to the specification, but it is acceptable, it is okay for the intended use. And to further elaborate our understanding on the definition, a note is being given, and we know that as a practice in the standard, many places there are note given. So notes are basically given to enhance our understanding or to improve our understanding or to clarify if any doubt we are having on the definition. So those notes are being given at many places. So note says a successful repair of a non-conforming product or service does not necessarily make the product or service conform to the requirement. It can be that in conjunction with a repair, a concession is required. So it further improves our understanding on repair. It says that so the act of repair, it would not be meeting the specification, but it would be helping us to meet the intended use. And since it would be only making us to fulfill the intended use and not meeting the specification, so customer may not be happy because we may be able to see some flaws which are visible to the naked eyes. So there might be a case we need to proceed for getting concession or deviation from the customer. So in many cases, the standards specify us to take a written approval from the customers, because since it is visible to the naked eyes and there are some products which are appearance part in nature or some other parts also, but formal concession may be required from the customer. Now let's take one example to understand our understanding on both repair and rework. So here we are taking one example, and the example is there is a part which is a hole dia undersize by 0.05 mm. So there is a drilling process, and the drilling process is completed, and after that we are doing inspection, and while doing inspection we come to know that the hole is undersized by 0.05. So the person re-drills the hole with a higher size of drill bit, the actual size of drill bit, and after re-inspection he finds that now the part is meeting the specification. So we can see here in the earlier size the part was not meeting the specification, the hole was undersized, and when we change the drill bit, now the part is meeting the specification and we cannot see any flaw in the part. So since the part is now meeting the specification, it is meeting the requirement given in the drawing or the control plan, this process will be called as rework, because this fulfills the specification requirements and this also fulfills the intended use. Okay, since it is meeting the specification requirement, it will be called a rework process. Now in the same case, the hole dia is undersized, and a different engineer, what he does, he puts a patch or he fills the hole and then he re-drills the hole with a bigger size drill bit. So while inspection, the engineer finds that Even the dimension is meeting, but the filling portion that is visibly shows some flaws. That means it is not meeting the specification. The dimension is okay, but since the welding has been done over there, so there are some flaws and it is not meeting the drawing. So this will be called a repair process because it only fulfills the intended use but not meeting the specification. So we can see here both the cases the drilling dia was undersized, but the process adopted for the activity for making it confirm was different. In the first case, it was a simple re-drill with a bigger size dia, and it was meeting the specification, which was called a rework. And in the second case, it was filled with welding, and after that welding, or you can say that it was I think he put a bigger size MS plate and he welds the edges of the plates and he re-drills the part. So the welded patch is visible even though the part is meeting the intended purpose, but the specification is not okay because we can see the patch over there. So it will be called a repair process. Now let's take another example to understand the difference between repair and rework. So case 1, there is a flat tire and we know that the specification of this car would be all the 4 tires should be filled with air. Okay. Since it is a flat tire, the person or the owner of the vehicle, he fills the air. Now it is meeting the specification. So this will be called a rework process. The case 2. In case 2, there is a flat tire and person or the owner finds that there is a hole in the tire. So what the owner does, he puts a patch on tube and then he refills the tire. So in this case, we can see there is a patch which is not meeting the specification, or the specification of the tube is that it should be intact, it should be one piece. Since it is not in one piece and there is a patch, it is not meeting the specification even though this fulfills the intended use. So this process will be called a repair process. So I hope friends, with these examples and elaboration on the definition of repair and rework, you must have understood the difference between both the terminologies. So if there are some learnings, don't forget to like the videos and share the link of the video with your friends and colleagues. And don't forget to explore our online training cum certification program. Bye for now, take care and see you in next video.